Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Ultima 3. And of course we get into a fight. Not much to really add about fights here because, well, they're the same basic fights we've seen the whole time. You can move this way, you can try to shoot that, fail. Of course you were the one that lived. Of course you're gonna survive this, aren't you? Wow, you have wow, we are failing all over the place. This is a freaking... Sure, now you beat it. Yeah, we literally cannot carry the gold. Hopefully we have a little more luck fighting the goblins than we did the goddamn brigands. Getting experience is never going to be the worst thing in the world. We just don't need to worry about it. It's not all that useful to gain experience. Not for a very long time. Because if my experience is way back when, or anything to go by, you can beat the game without leveling up. It's very possible. You literally do not need to level up to beat this game. So fighting is, you know, good. You're blocking the path. Of course you're gonna block the path. But we are headed towards the town of Gray. Just right here. They just don't want you to disturb the town's peace. So we will walk around the outskirts of town. It's me! Hey, you just met me! Very good. I'm not sure what you're insinuating there, but I did absolutely nothing. Please do not insinuate that I did something untoward. I'm just riding my horsey around. That's all I'm doing. Drink water if you feel tired, or if you really want to risk getting poisoned, because that's possible too. Although it's a good practice to figure out which fountains and which dungeons are new. Your wife hasn't eaten yet. Where was she? I'm not telling. I don't know who she is, so I don't know if we've actually seen her. And this person says, do not drink the water. That they both drank from different fountains and had different effects. But yes, some water will heal you. Some water will cleanse you. Some water will poison you. Some water will just make you sick. Oh, your husband's waiting over in the west side, or in the east side of town. He's just on a farm upstate. Yeah, your daddy's on a farm upstate. Sorry. You can get away using the moon gates. Kind of. far away using the moon gates is a bit misleading, but it sure as hell seems far away, I guess. Oh, here's a casino. Casinos, you talk. Welcome, do you want to play rock paper scissors? And you can bet money and lose it all really quickly. You can win money, I get. You talk to mini girls, don't you? You know, so far I don't think we actually have. And he didn't want to be bothered while he's drinking. The guild shop. You don't have anything new. Better bring a whole bunch of torches. We have a whole bunch of torches. Everybody has 99 torches. Also a bunch of guards here. Right now, that's kind of off limits. It might as well be off limits the whole game. There's no reason to go in there. Catherine cannot speak English well. Fair enough. Yes. No. But we can find clues at dawn. So yeah, we found some clues about the mystic armor at dawn. I'd rather not. Need groceries. You don't need groceries. Town beyond the sea, and she wants to come with. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay, that's the town of Gray. So now we are going to be heading towards the twin monitor towns. Oh dear God! We just get hit immediately, aren't we? Yep, just gonna keep getting hit immediately. Yeah, I hit the button too early. I guess you could say I also hit it too late. Even though I was closer on the early side than I was the late side. Eh. Look, I don't really want to fight you guys. You're kind of useless. Our ship is still sitting there. Which, after we get out of Monitor, I believe we're going to need the ship to get to the other towns around here. So, the town of Monitor, it's kind of a militarized town. Monitor East and West. At least that's how this always played out in my mind when I was playing this game way back when. It always felt like this town was more of a military presence. The armored dragons made of dragon scales. Fair enough. We have a set of that, and I think only one person can wear it. Out of this group, anyway. Although I'm pretty sure Star would want nothing to do with wearing dragon scales. At least from a slain dragon. Dragon scales that are gifted by a dragon, I think she'd be all for. But I don't think she'd want anything to do with dragon scales that are gathered from dead dragons. Could just be me. I don't think she'd have much interest there. So yeah, Monitor West, as you can see, is fairly big, and it's basically got a river and wall. So they're prepared for a siege. Show the mark and the king will help you. Yeah, there are marks we will get. One of them is Mark of the King. The only thing Mark of the King actually does for you is allow you to go past level 5. It allows you to level up higher than level 5. Unfortunately, that in and of itself, that particular use is kind of worthless. But the fact is, we have to get the mark. We have to get the marks. If we don't, we can't finish the game. Oh, that was awfully sudden. No. We do not need a drink. It's always too late to play Ultima for you. You are Richard Garriott. Are you still thinking yourself in the programming notes? The, unfortunately named gym is useful. Yeah, we've seen what the gyms do. The gyms that give us the view of the entire world. Or the level of a dungeon we're on, but dungeons are a separate issue we'll have to tackle later. Can you tell that this game has at least a little bit more substance than Ultima 1 or 2? Probably a little bit more than both combined. Because we do need to talk to, well, 2 very specific people in towns, and one of them we can't do yet. For the fact that Sherry loves flowers. Another hint, just in case you didn't talk to Sherry and find out that she wants you to bring flowers. Yeah, if you can get a flower, bring it to Sherry. Sherry gives you the heart compass. Pretty freaking useful. Nothing there worth talking about. The Curse of Minax. You know we killed Minax. Well, one of us killed Minax. The old fart with the big beard and back. Him. I don't think we fear the Curse of Minax because we've beaten Minax. Apparently, we do not get to go in the prison. There's literally no reason to go in the prison at all anyway. Some locked doors we can open, but we do not need to. So not a whole lot to do in Monitor West. However, we cross the river and we will be in Monitor East. Which, as it looks like you would think that might be a sister city or a twin city or something similar to that. It's not really. It's not a twin city, and if I recall correctly, there's no one out here on the edge. We'll still take a little look around. And if you ask me why our characters keep changing color from pink to blue, I don't know. Sometimes our horses are white, sometimes they're brown, sometimes their riders are blue, sometimes they're pink. Sword of the Sun, you wield the power of the sun and overcome anything! Which is a bold-faced lie, really. Not that the Sun Sword's not a good sword, but there's better swords. A sword you have to dig for. nothing else to talk about, huh? Fair enough, I guess. If you want a ship, take it. Well, that is kind of the way to do it. Yes. I don't think I want to say hi to the men in prison because right now that involves getting in a fight with the guard, which unleashes the guards. I'd rather not. I mean, I don't see the point. Getting pointless fights with guards. Who, they give you experience. They don't give you any gold. And put the cards on the altars. There's actual practical advice. Although we have not seen any cards or any altars yet. We will eventually. We just haven't seen them yet. If this sword is powerful, you should get it. I will eventually. It involves a few steps first. Tint is a really good way to recover hit points. You are not wrong, but it's basically 100 gold for 100 hit points. It's not a bad trade-off by any means. It's the only one you're going to get out in the field. So you're kind of limited in how much hit points you can restore out in the field, outside of magic. Did I talk to you? I don't know if I talked to you or not, because you say that same thing that just about everyone else around here says. So I don't know if I actually did talk to you. I think I talked to both of you. Yeah, okay. You have something important? The 4 marks will save you! So yes, marks we've heard about. And use the hot marks on the hot iron on your skin to get a mark. And there are 4 of them. And the sands of time can stop time, just in case you haven't tried that yet. What's hanging out back here? That guard is. You want to bet that guard is largely useless. Marks will help you. So yeah, we're learning a lot about marks and the importance thereof. But we have yet to see a mark. We will cover marks later when it is time to actually think about getting them. Fire Island to sea. Okay, and that, I believe, is all she wrote for Monitor West. Now, there are 2 towns that you can only get to via sea travel. You've seen one of them multiple times, in fact, which is right up here. You cannot get to this town any other way but sea travel, because you cannot cross over into the islands. And this is the good old town of Fawn. I said Fawn. Fawn is not very big, and you look at it, and it's mostly surrounded by water. I don't recall if we learned anything interesting here, but we will go up and down to make sure, because this is one of the small towns. One of the smaller towns in the world. It does take a little longer to traverse than some because of the way it's built. It's split into basically two islands that are each about half the, you know anything about strong armor? Damn. They're each about half the town. Another lady who thinks this is a good day for washing. What if these people are just washing clothes and doing things that are... Stop playing? No! I refuse to go to bed. You're not my mommy. Have we been to Circle of Light? Yes, we have. And if you pray there, something good happens. We even have a casino. Yeah, you do have a casino here. We will not be patronizing said casino. Because video game rock, paper, scissors is not my idea of fun. And you lost your money at the casino, which is tucked away back here behind the shop. And use the mark of the snake for the red snake. Which, we've seen the red snake. The giant one out there in the middle of the world. Fire in the sea, into the world. Something like that. No one else over here. Welcome to Fawn. Is it true that Exodus will come here soon? Now, this video may go long, but I want to get to one more town. Actually, no, I don't need to get to one more town. But next video, I will have to go into a little bit of detail about the moon gates. Because the last town we want to visit can only be accessed by moon gates, and it is a town we actually do want to visit. It's not that useful for finishing the game. It's another one you. In fact, as far as I know, I don't need to visit the town at all, but there is a thing there. So, cure poison, heal, or resurrect. If resurrection... you saw that if resurrection, the patient turns to ashes. That means to say if resurrection fails, the patient turns to ashes. And then there's a super powerful spell that clerics get that can actually try to revive the ashes. So, give me just 1 second here. Okay, so there are 2 more towns. There are 2 more towns we can attempt to access. One of them, not right now. That will be the last town. But the other town we can access... It's not down there, because down there is the whole... Down there is Lord Bruce's castle. The problem with sea travel is, as you can see... sea travel. As you can see, the wind is capricious and will not allow us to move particularly quickly. Now, as long as the whirlpool isn't here, and I don't see the whirlpool around here, there's a town right there. Looks like I'm gonna have to get into a fight no matter what I do. See, town right there. I would have rather not got into a fight, but if they're going to make me get into a fight, the town of, this should be the town of Death Gulch. Death Gulch is big, and it's got a lot of places that look like, ooh, we can go behind doors, and there's no reason to go behind those doors whatsoever. The guards in this town are greedy. None shall pass. And ask if we have a gift. So yes, the guards in this town are very easily bribable, but we have to get the bribe command to be able to bribe them. Not that I would anyway, because we don't really need to deal with the guards too much. We just need to figure out how to maneuver through these particular forests, I believe. Also, this town, if you bribe the guards, you spend a couple hundred, and you can get yourself a lot of gold. A decent chunk of goddamn gold here. That's where I want to go. Up north here. It'll be kind of hard to see, but you see that fire field? There's a path over here with a lot of treasure chests. And, nothing worth it. Okay. But yeah, if you can figure out the paths and you can bribe the guards, because believe me, it's not impossible to bribe the guards, you can walk in there and get yourself, you know, the 21 chests there, plus about another 25 chests over there for a total of like 46 chests that average around 50 gold a piece. So that's, you know, that's a couple thousand gold right there waiting for you. If you want to mess with it, I do not recommend messing with it, because there are many easier ways to get gold, and I showed you the one I use, which I guess you could probably say is cheating. And if we open that door, your guess is probably right that there is a freaking guard on the other side of it. So we're gonna go up here and check this part out, which has a whole lot of nothing here, really. Would you stand still? Read books. You should read books. Okay, you don't have any good weapons there. And we could open that door. We could open any of these doors, but really they just lead into the forest areas around here. So if we want to explore the rest of Devil Gulch without burning a key, we need to walk all the way down here. And really, it's not so much exploring without burning a key, it's just exploring. Because there's no way to get to the other, there's no way to get past that guard unless you can bribe them, and, well, we can't bribe yet. We do not have that ability. Oh yeah, this doesn't actually, you can't actually get to the other side yet. So let's go, what are you doing in here? Why are you in here? And yeah, they said there's a silver pick somewhere. What are you doing in here? But yeah, there's no way through to where we want to go here. Well, let's open up that door. We have enough keys that I can waste one. And see if there's a guard waiting on the other side of it. Nope, okay. So we can actually look and see how people are being right there. You go to kindergarten, huh? All this dangerous, you should not go. However, that is the way, that little path right there is the way that will get you into the big treasure area. This big lava path right here is kinda useless, really. I don't think there's anything back here. But, yeah, right now, that would be pretty much suicide to try to pass there now. People running scams on poetry books around here, looks like. The bread in the shop. Unfortunately, it doesn't really give you that option to buy bread for someone else. The Dungeon of the Moon is somewhere around here, and they are correct. The Dungeon of the Moon is somewhere around. And dawn appears with 2 new moons. It doesn't say what the 2 new moons do, but when 2 new moons, something. Loaves of bread on sale now, but apparently the grocer does not actually want to sell anything, and is just going to kind of sit there and be really annoying at us. So let's go all the way around here. And yes, here we go. If you have the Mark of Fire, by now you've noticed we've gotten the Mark of Snake, and the Mark of Fire have been called out, and then there's been one alluded to by the King, which is called the Mark of Kings, and then there is one more called the Mark of Force. If you have the Mark of Fire, you can walk on lava. If you have the Mark of Force, you can walk on those blue diagonal striped barriers. The Mark of the King allows you to ascend past level 5, and the Mark of the Snake will allow you to get rid of the big damn snake in the middle of the ocean. So we're going to need those marks. Those marks are down in the dungeons. But also, when you get the marks, they will take hit points off of you because you're essentially branding yourself. Yeah, it's a hot iron. They did say the hot iron. Yep, we need a pick to get the strong armor and weapon too. So, the townies around here are giving us at least something for useful information? Question mark? Not the most useful, but there is some level of utility to what they're telling us. Is it this one? No, it is not this one. It's down. So yeah, this video went on a little bit long, but now we have explored 9 of the 10 towns in this game. And when we come back, we're going to talk about moon gates, and how the moon gates will open up areas that you can't get to otherwise, including one town which has something vital for, well, this one, but not really vital for the overall progress of the game, at least as far as I can tell. But anyway, that's for next time. So till then, take care everyone.